So he got that plowed up and smoothed up the other day with a float, so it's ready to go. I'm sure we'll have to flush it if we don't get any rain. There's no moisture left there, but shouldn't be a big deal. I'm gonna run down here and get the drill out now, and then we'll get her planted. So I'm gonna get the guys together right now, and we're about to figure that out. Looks like Enrique's calling me right now, and we'll go from there. So let's get after it. Alright everyone, welcome back to the channel. As you can see, I'm driving my beautiful beater farm truck today. My truck is at the shop, so I've been driving this one. And to be honest, I'm kind of digging the whole, you know, don't worry about it getting dirty, drive fast, drive through holes, no big deal kind of truck. So I may just keep on driving this puppy, who knows. Anyways, so today is Friday, and that means I've sucked at getting video all this week, but we're gonna take you around for a little while today and show you what's going on. We planted a little bit of seed rice this morning with an airplane, soaked that up and had it flown out. Just got that done, and set a little tractor back off relift in a field for that. The last little bit of rice planting on the schedule whatsoever for the whole season is to plant a little bit of an experimental plot of rice in this little field down here by the grain bins. So I'm gonna get the guys together right now, and we're about to figure that out. Looks like Enrique's calling me right now, and we'll go from there. So let's get after it. All right, so just talked to Enrique. He's gonna go get the backhoe, him and Emilio are, and then I'm gonna go get this tractor pulled out with the little drill on it. We got it hooked up and they vacuumed it out the other day. So we're going to load some seed up. It's a really small plot. Nothing crazy, shouldn't take too much rice or too much time to plant. Pawpaw's gonna run a couple of experiments on it, and then we'll have a little bit of rice there. I guess if the experiments work out or not if they don't, who knows. But we usually plant it, well, I guess it's been, I don't know, might have been a year or two since we actually planted anything on it, but this year we're gonna get it planted up and see what we can do. So I'll take you down here right now and show you where we're gonna plant it, what it looks like, and then we'll head down there and get the drill out. So he got that plowed up and smoothed up the other day with a float, so it's ready to go. I'm sure we'll have to flush it if we don't get any rain. There's no moisture left there, but shouldn't be a big deal. I'm gonna run down here and get the drill out now, and then we'll get her planted. Alright, so I think we're going to get this out here and get it full of rice. Well, we're not going to fill it up. It only needs like 500 pounds or so of rice in it. And then we'll be good to go. Here we go. taking the tractor down here. We got it full of seed. The seed does not look too good, to be honest. It looks like it was packaged pretty wet, and this was some stuff we had grown for us, but doesn't look too hot. And there's a little bit of clumpy stuff and moldy stuff. I'm not really sure how long we've had it, but I think just a year, or just this year. But anyway, we cleaned some of that out of it, got it loaded up. Hopefully it'll flow through the drill okay and he can get some of it planted. This wasn't like a super important variety or anything, so it shouldn't be a big deal. But I'm headed down there right now to the field. I'm gonna get the tractor all set up, and then I think Pawpaw's gonna plant it. But I'll get some video of that too for you, so you can see exactly what's going on. All right, so I got Pawpaw's tractor all set up here for him. He's about to start planting. I think it's planting pretty good. The seed's got some panicles still left on it. This is actually the variety. It's Koshi Akari. It's a Japanese sushi rice. It's the stuff we used to grow back in the 90s before I was alive, that kind of made Pawpaw a little bit famous in Japan. So this is what it looks like. Here we go. First off, I just wanted to show you how freaking pretty the crop is. Not everything looks quite this good, but it sure is pretty. All right, so here's what I'm doing out here. Well, let's see. All right, let me set up the context here. So somebody contacted Mom and wanted us to do a little demonstration at a kids camp next week. And so what they wanted to know, and what they wanted us to kind of show the kids, is the difference between zero grade and traditional rice farming methods. So that, you know, cascade levees compared to zero grade. So Elena, my sister, made up some dioramas that show the difference in how the water flows and how it makes it easier. But I wanted to get out here and make a video for the kids, and I thought at the same time I would make a little video here on YouTube explaining the same thing, so that you could get an idea of just why zero grade is so much better and helps us farm so much rice in a easier, more efficient way. So I'm standing here at a really good example of how that works. This is a gate that they put on these fields many years ago, and that, you know, we replaced slowly. There's a plastic one here that we've replaced pretty recently, and that's kind of the way that we supplement the old steel style. We put in plastic. But what these allow us to do is we are able to pump water into our canal system, which I'm going to show you in a second, and then we can take these gates like this and take them and pull the handle up, and we can let water from field to field or from canal into the field. And so what that allows us to do is, this field is higher than this field right over here, and we can pump this field up with a gate just like this and a pump. And then once this one's full, we can crack that gate open and start to water the field below it with the same water, without having to change anything, without having to get out in the field and do anything crazy. You just open a couple gates and you have that flow. And then you don't have to actually get out into the field to do anything whatsoever. It's all done from the edges and outside exterior parts of the field where we have gates and pumps and that sort of thing. So you never have to get out there. You never have to pull levee gates or do anything like that. Like you would in traditional farming, which I'll show you a field like that here in a second. All right, so I was just making my video for the kids camp, but I wanted to show you here we got this well running, and it's not pumping a whole lot of water, which just is what it is. It's so hot and so dry that we're having to pump wells now. This is actually the same pump I showed you. This is the pump I was showing you in a couple videos ago. We were pumping rainwater to flood. Excuse me. Now we're pumping well water because it's dried out so much, but it hasn't been too bad yet. So what happens is we're going to pump this water into this canal right here, and then we'll open that gate that you see right behind me, and we'll let water run into the field, and then it floods it up. That's as easy as it is. We don't have to deal with any levees or anything crazy. So pretty nice. All right, now I'm standing out here in one of our neighbors' fields, and of course there's lots of traditional Cascade levee farms around here, but this one's right by my house, so I just want to show you. But they're pumping water. This field is a hill. It runs all the way down this direction, and there's, you know, 10, 12, 15 different levees that hold each different part at the right level. So if you look behind me back there toward my truck, they're actually pumping a well into this top part of the field. Now they've got a levee around it too, so it's like a big levee that holds all the water in, and then individual levees that hold those sections. Now they're pumping into the top up there, and then they've got the water flowing over this gate right here and into this bay. Now when this one gets full, it'll run over a levee just like that into the next one, and the next, and the next. And they have those heights adjusted so that when they stop, everything levels out and it holds the water at the level that they want. Now, the difference between this and zero grade is you got to get out here and check this thing. You got to check every one of them, and instead of just opening a gate and starting to pump and it filling up like a big bathtub, you've got 15 individual bathtubs out here in the same field that you're trying to fill at the same level, at the same rate, keep something from drying up, keep something from getting hot, and you know, make sure it's all good. Not to mention you've got a lot of obstacles out here now because you got gates and levees and things, so it's much more difficult to get out here and do what you need to do. But that's the main reason that that this type of farming is so much more difficult. And so I just kind of wanted to show you that and show you what a field like this looks like. By the way, this rice is actually beautiful out here, and cascade farming, levee farming, there's nothing wrong with it. It's just a much more efficient thing to do, to invest the time and effort into making your field zero grade if your farm is compatible for that. And ours is, and that's what makes us a little bit unique and different, and we're pretty proud of it. However, we love our neighbors, and this is some good looking rice. All right, I don't know how long this video is gonna end up being. Probably not real long, because you know, I didn't start video until Friday afternoon. Is that my fault? Yes, it is my fault, but I showed you some stuff that was going on the farm. I promised you to have videos coming out on Saturdays, and it's coming out on Saturday, which is tomorrow, which you're watching this tomorrow, which means this was yesterday. If that confused you, it confused me too. But peace out, we love you, subscribe, and we'll see you next week. Goodbye.